Located at 1325 Gulf Drive on Anna Maria Island is the Tortuga Beach Resort. Anna Maria Island is located on the beautiful Gulf of Mexico just west of the city of Bradenton, Florida. There are two ways to access Anna Maria Island by car: the Manatee Avenue Bridge, which is Highway 64 and the northern entrance to the island, and the Cortez Road Bridge, which is Highway 684 and the southern entrance to the island. The Tortuga Inn Beach Resort is located less than 1 mile north of the 684 bridge. It is conveniently located to shopping, dining, and directly across from their own section of private beach on the Gulf of Mexico. On the beach is a pergola, which is very nice for just sitting and taking in the view. The Tortuga has regular motel-style rooms, studios, and 1 and 2 bedroom units. Most units offer a kitchen and a sitting area. When visiting Anna Maria Island, we highly encourage you to check out the Tortuga Inn Beach Resort. Hey everybody, we're coming to you today, not from the Great Smoky Mountains,
not from Minnesota,
but from Anna Maria Island, Florida, just west of Bradenton on the Gulf Coast. You know we've been here before. It's been 2 years since we've actually stayed on the island. So we wanted to come back. Now, just by way of memory, this area has been hit by 3 hurricanes this year. Before we went to Siesta Key in August, Hurricane Debbie went through. It stayed offshore. Then came Hurricane Helene, which actually did a lot of damage in this area, Anna Maria and Siesta Key, and then moved on up and did a lot of devastation in Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, and areas like that. And then, just a few weeks later, was Hurricane Milton. That was a big one here. There's a lot of debris on the island. We're going to be showing you some of that. But right now, we're going to review where we always stay. This is our 3rd time here at the Tortuga Inn Resort, right here in Bradenton Beach on Anna Maria Island, Florida. So we've already pulled in the parking lot. The pool area does not look the same as it did last time we were here.
They're still working on it.
But we're going to go show you around the room now, and I will give you a full tour of the property. But we are here at the Tortuga Inn Resort on Anna Maria Island, so let's check this place out. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And we are located just across the street from the beautiful Gulf of Mexico. Today is a windy day. It's about 70 degrees, and the wind is blowing. I hope you can hear me over it. And it's very choppy, but we actually walked across the street. I want to show you the beach access that our place has, that we stay. There are the beach chairs. Not a lot of people out on the beach today, but this little pavilion here is actually the beach access for the Tortuga Inn. I think I'm zoomed up a little bit too much. All right, here we go. You can get you a burger or a pizza, come out here. There was a table here. I don't know if
there were tables and chairs.
I don't know if it washed away during the hurricane or what happened, but you have this little private walkway that says Tortuga on it, and you can see our place right across the street. We're going to be in one of those upstairs rooms that has the Gulf view. It's not oceanfront, but it is just across the street here. And here we are at the Tortuga Inn. There's the sign. The beautiful palm trees. Now this building actually, well, there's actually more than one building, but it's ocean view, and then on the back side is bay view. It actually goes all the way back to the bay. So our room's going to be right over here, and we're going to go in. First time we stayed here in 2020, we had room 219. I don't even know if that's the one we've got this time. We really liked it. We requested it, but they said they would do the best they could. So I'm not sure if we got 219 or not, but we do have to walk up the steps to get up there to the ocean or the Gulf view rooms. And it looks like we did. Did we get 219?
We did.
Okay. So we've had this room before. There are 3. There are 218, 219, and 220.
Yep.
So let's go in here and let's look around. Alright, so as you walk in, you got the sofa. Got 2 chairs and a table.
about how I remember that.
Yeah. Were those 2 chairs there? I thought we stored stuff over in that
There
area.
was chairs. I didn't remember them being coffee ones, but.
Okay, so there's the bed.
It's just the couch is just there.
And they provide you books in the room. If you're here to read. I really only see one book there that I ought to be interested in reading, but AMI, Anna Maria Island. So over here is the kitchen area. Now there's the little television. It kind of sits up in the corner. We pointed that out before. That's like the second place we've ever stayed that has the TV stuck up in the corner. But this, every time we've stayed here, we have enjoyed it. We got this room in 2020. We had a different room 2 years ago in 2022. That's when you fell down the steps, wasn't it?
Yes.
Chauncey fell down the steps and hurt her ankle. Let's hope she doesn't repeat
Yeah.
that.
We're much more careful.
And look what they've got, the clean remote that every motel should have.
Yes.
You can wash that off and not have to worry about ruining it.
They have a good guest directory here that tells you things about the island, property information,
Hold on, let me show that. Let me get the birds right quick.
channel guide, things to do.
Quiet time is 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. They ask that you not smoke in the room.
No problem.
Alright, now show me that again.
This is just the guest directory, and it's just got a lot of good information, property information. With the hurricane, they said they're only in the office 9 to 5. They did give us a
There's
phone
your TV
number.
channel guide. Looks like you get a lot of
You
channels.
do get a lot of channels. Things to do. Here's
There's a list of
things
churches,
to do.
museums, galleries.
Miniature golf.
Yeah. Okay, now I want to show you the little kitchen area. This one, that's the one disadvantage to this room as opposed to the last room we had. This kitchen's much smaller. We actually had, I think we had a stove in the other one and a full-size refrigerator. This one does have a place to eat for 3 people. It's got a little mini fridge. It looks like a little kind of oven right there. Toaster, coffee pot, microwave, small sink. And it looks like they got a blender up there. They got plates, coffee cups, bowls, and some drinking glasses. Got some steak knives. And like I say, a little mini fridge, which really that's all we're gonna need. I really like that tropical looking painting on the wall. And I got another one over here. It's really nice. Okay, so we're going to step in, show you the rest of the room. So what's in here?
This is.
I actually don't remember what's in there.
That's
Is
a
that
closet.
Oh, closet, okay.
So
Pretty good little walk-in closet there.
You've got like your little beach stuff over there. You got like an umbrella. Of course, you have your chairs already out there. They have a hamper for you because they have guest laundry. That's free.
Ironing board.
Extra blankets, pillows. Yeah.
Now, they got a hot tub in here. So Shauncey's going to demonstrate something here in the bathroom.
No.
Well, you're going to show it, is what I mean. I don't mean you're going to actually show it. That's what I'm saying. Say what it is. Because you don't see this in a lot of motels. So you got, here, let me get in here. You got the toilet, and then you got the
bidet. Bidet.
Okay. If you're interested in that. I'm not sure why anybody would be, but anyway.
One thing that I do remember that I liked
Yes.
was the shower.
Very spacious shower.
It's
actually,
two.
yeah, so you actually have 2 shower heads in here. You got 2 sinks, which is very handy.
Yeah.
So apparently this little thing here controls the fan and lights. So I'm going to step out here. She just got a phone call. So I'm going to stand out here. And here is our view. Directly across the street from the beautiful Gulf of Mexico. say, if you want a golf view room, which I highly recommend, 218, 219, and 220 are the 3 options there. Now the pool area is kind of sad. Apparently it took a big hit during the hurricane. Don't you notice all that sand down there? That was not there before. And even the tiles on the pool have been removed. It looks like they're going to totally renovate that, I think. I remember it had little tiles with the dolphins on them, but that is the pool right now. We're obviously not going to be using that this trip. So our last visit here, we actually stayed down that little courtyard on the right upstairs. We had a courtyard room, and we actually stayed there. And that was a nice room. It did have a better kitchen, but I think I do like the room we have now overall better. But this is just a beautiful property. I will take you on a tour and show you the rest of it. We highly recommend this place. This is the only place on Anna Maria we've ever stayed. And you have a stairway back here that takes you down to the pool area. Look at that sun hitting that water right now. Okay, so our 3rd time here, 2nd time in this room, an ocean view, and the last time we had a courtyard. Other than falling down the steps last time, what room do you prefer? What are the pros and cons, and why?
Well, they're both upstairs, so you have to go upstairs either room. But I like this room better. Just personally, I remember when we stayed here the first time, I just loved it. The second time, the second room we had, it was very nice, no complaints, but this is still my preference. I like where you can just look out at the water like that. You're just at the front of the building. Basically just right down the stairs is your vehicle. I like the hot tub. Last time we didn't have a hot tub. In that other room we did.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I think the bathroom was actually a little bit smaller. This one's more spacious. Kitchen in this one might be a little smaller, but you know, we don't eat a lot in the room, so this is about perfect for us.
Yeah, I think the only time we did that was when we ordered a pizza one night. And we're probably going to do that again.
Yeah.
The one thing I do like about the other room better, I think, is the kitchen area. We had a full-size refrigerator, and if I remember right, was there not a stove in there?
I think there was. Yeah. It was bigger.
We didn't use it, didn't matter,
Yeah.
but just if you wanted that option, I think we had it in there.
It was a bigger room,
Yeah.
but this is perfect.
But I do
for
like
us.
the fact there's a hot tub here, and I don't know, I think this one, just because it was our first time ever staying here, and it's immaculate, and it is again, so I think this one kind of just grew on us the first time.
Yeah.
So we got it for 5 nights this time. The one thing I did want to mention to you, there are certain date exclusions, but they have a deal that if you pay for at least 3 nights, you get a 4th night free. Or 4 nights, you get the 5th night free, or so on and so on. I want to say the minimum might have been 3 nights.
I think it was.
But again, holiday, there are blackout dates, but be aware of the deal that they run, where you can get 3 nights, stay a 4th night, or more. So did want to make you aware of that. So we will later on take you a tour of the property, the other building back on the bayfront, and we'll look more closely at the pool area. There's guys working in it now, so I didn't want to be
The other pool
holding the
is
camera
open.
on.
She did tell me that.
I don't like the other pool.
Yeah, it's surrounded by.
It's surrounded by walls. I like that one. It's a little more open. I mean, it does keep the wind off of you.
It'd probably be warmer. And she said as far as housekeeping, they don't have daily housekeeping. If we need anything, just go down to the front office when they're open.
Yeah, they pretty much leave you alone. I like that. We're probably one of the few people who are glad they don't do housekeeping every day anymore. Because we kind of feel a little bit about leaving cameras and wallets and stuff in the room, knowing there's not going to be people coming in there. Now, we've never had an issue.
Never.
But I prefer, if we need something, let them know.
They don't need to see our mess anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, we're showing you the room before we start carrying stuff up,
Yeah.
which we're going to do right now.
Yes.
So we're going to get busy.
Okay.
All right, so if you notice something a little different about me than the last clip 10 minutes ago, I have changed clothes. That sweatshirt and those jeans I needed coming down here, and actually needed this morning. I don't need now. In fact, carrying that stuff up the steps was getting hot.
I'm sweating now, so yeah, I thought I'm gonna get everything up here before I change.
It was, when we left our motel in South Georgia this morning, it was 38 degrees.
Yep.
And it is now 70 degrees here on Anna Maria Island. We're going to continue the tour of the Tortuga this morning. Now, the thing I want y'all to understand, because you're going to see some hurricane damage. If you notice all the sand washed up, this is Gulf Drive, which actually is what separates the Tortuga from the Gulf of Mexico right across the street. This was under about 4 feet of water from what we found out last night.
Water and sand, yes.
Yeah. So the roads were actually covered with sand right after the hurricane. And you can see they've done a pretty good job getting these roads clear. But a lot of the downstairs rooms, even at the place we're staying, sustained a lot of damage. So we're going to walk around now and show you that. Please watch our other 2 videos of this place, because we want you to not get the wrong impression. This is a wonderful place. Just like a lot of other places here, the storm hit them hard. That's not their fault.
And they are working very hard.
They are working very hard to get it back. So I want to make that clear. I'm not showing you this as a stay away, but as a come and support them, because that's what we did. And what was the guy telling you yesterday? They were shut down for how long after the storm?
I don't know if he gave me an exact date, but they've only been opened up just a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so we're going to walk down through here. Yeah, just a couple of weeks ago they opened up. And I've always loved this right here on the wall. Always loved that. That's been there. But you can see, if you look at our past reviews of this, the pool area, it had some really neat tiles around it that had dolphins on them. You remember that?
I do.
And
they had the little turtle that spewed the water out, but they're working on getting that fixed.
yeah, so this is the pool area. And you said you looked in some of the downstairs rooms last night. As you can see, so this is the palm court section. You can see some clear damage to the fence right there.
Well, you can look in the roof right here.
Alright, yeah, let's do that.
Because I did it from the other side. I didn't come down through here.
Okay.
Because they have yellow tape.
Like I said earlier, the first time we ever came here in 2020, we had the room we have now. The last time we were here in 2022, we had, help me remember, I believe it was that one there.
The B?
Well, they both say B, but I believe it was that one.
Where's the number on it?
I don't know. But I think that's about...
Oh, 247. So that must be B.
Or maybe we had 247 then. It was one of those two. I don't remember, but it was one of those.
Yeah, our door would go in and the window was on that side.
Yeah, but is that a water line?
Oh, I bet it is.
That's a little less than 4 feet right there, but it's probably 2. But this is a beautiful place. We have stayed here every time. Loved it every time. There's some charcoal grills if you want to grill out. All right, you lead the way again.
Well, I haven't been in this other section.
Okay, so I want you to notice, just apparently there were some really strong winds. Palm trees usually withstand hurricanes really well. That one has seen better days. Notice how bare some of those.
Whatever those trees are, yeah, they got stripped pretty much.
So let's go up. You said we can look in the windows here.
These rooms here, they've done those.
Pretty much all the lower level rooms. Wow.
Yeah, that's all of them that I've seen.
I don't know how
room.
good you can see in there, but just wow.
I'll try to put my black jacket, maybe a block of reflection.
Let me see if I can zoom a little bit on that.
The guy was telling us yesterday there was so much sand in the parking garage they had to do it by hand. They couldn't get their, what do you call it, a skid steer, and
oh goodness.
he said they're having
that would have been a
up.
job that I would not want.
No. Get a little close.
Alright, so here is the parking garage. If you're staying in the palm court or one of the back areas, I guess you can park here. Fortunately, we've been able to park in the front this time.
This is also the building that has guest laundry.
Yes, there is guest laundry, but you do have to come to this building. I do believe there's an elevator, if I remember correctly.
Yes, there is, and there's also a pool here as well.
Alright, let's go see that. Okay, so here is complimentary guest laundry. And that is There's a brochure rack. Now, that's a weakness of mine. She will tell you that every time I see a brochure rack anywhere,
he comes back with armfuls.
I have hundreds of them. To me, they're like collector's items. They're free souvenirs. So here is the guest laundry right here.
It is free.
Yeah. I'll show you the other pool area. It was undamaged. I'm not fond of the other pool area. I love the one out there under the palm trees. This one's insulated, which I guess if it's a cool, windy day, you are protected from the wind. Jump in there and see how warm that is, if that's heated or not.
Okay.
This is not a swimming day. It's probably maybe 60 degrees at best.
Got my phone. Just keep recording it.
All right. But here is the alternate pool. This one's not as deep. It looks like that one only goes to maybe, I'm seeing 4'8" down there. I don't know what the, okay, no, it does actually go to 6'3". So I'm wrong about that. It's 55 degrees. Okay. So here's the pool from this end. It's a nice little quiet area. I mean, I'm curious how warm that water is.
That's pretty cool.
Is it?
Cold.
Okay, so we are now going to walk back to the bay. It has Gulf front and bayfront. It basically goes all the way across the little strip of land known as Anna Maria Island. So we're going to show you the last part now. I'm going to back up a little bit and get out of the sun. I want you to see how the wind, all those coconut palms are swaying to the wind right there. Alright, and these are the bayfront accommodations back here. That's the building I just showed, so let's walk on back to the bay right here. At the beginning of the video, I tried to show you an aerial view of the entire property, and there is actually another pool back here.
So that's just for units 157 and 258.
Yeah.
So it is private, just as this jacuzzi over here is private for certain rooms.
Got this little walkway right here on the bay. Over there through the sun is the 684 bridge. There's only two ways on and off of Anna Maria Island by car. That's the south bridge right there. And the north bridge, you get that up by Publix Supermarket. That's it out there. And those are the only two accesses to the island. I'm trying to zoom up on that a little bit. Well, we've just finished up our third stay here at the Tortuga Resort on Anna Maria Island. First one 2020, then again in 2022. So basically we've been coming literally every 2 years.
Yeah.
Every other year. So this is our third time. We've actually never stayed anywhere else on the island. We were so pleased with this place the first time. We booked it the second time, and as I've said already, had an inner court, palm court room that time, and it was a nice room. I just prefer the Gulf front. We're back in our original room again, so a lot of differences this time though. One of the things we loved about this place, they would kind of decorate the palm trees out front. There's none of that this year. I know they've had a lot of other things on their mind, just trying to get opened back up. How long did the guy tell you they had been opened?
Just a couple of weeks, not long at all.
We emailed them. We already had this reservation. Did we have it before the hurricane? No,
Yeah.
we had it
I believe we did.
after Helene, I think, but before. Well, I don't know. I really don't remember when we made it. Because I was thinking one of the determining factors of us deciding to come back here was because of the hurricanes that we
Could
went
be.
out.
We'd have to check our email.
Yeah, don't quote me on that, because we were throwing around a couple of other ideas. This actually was not the one we were leaning towards this time. We were actually talking about doing something else for Christmas. but we ultimately ended up back here. But I do know that after the hurricanes, I do remember emailing them and asking them at some point after the hurricanes if they were going to be opened up back in time for us to come, or if we needed to make other plans. And they told us to keep our plans. They wanted us to come, so we did. And you can see some of the damage done by the storm. Some of the downstairs rooms that we showed you are damaged. A lot of sand washed up, but still a beautiful place. We're upstairs,
yeah.
so this room was untouched by that. So why don't you start, give your impressions this time? What you like and what you don't.
It's always a pretty place to stay. I mean, yeah, we got a Gulf view. I mean, I open up the blinds every morning. We can see the Gulf out there. The room is very spacious. No complaints about that. The bathroom area, lots of places to set things. No complaints about space. Very clean. Guest laundry is in the other building down below. No charge for that. Everybody's been really nice and helpful. I mean, the pools were down, probably wouldn't have gotten in those anyway, but I enjoyed my stay. I had a good time and feel relaxed.
Okay. So would you stay here again?
I would.
Okay. Yeah, I would too. The room is overwhelmingly 99% positive. The one thing I did point out is that this room has a very small TV, and it's placed in the corner, which just, the distance of that TV from the bed kind of makes it a little hard to watch TV.
Yeah, and then you've got the lights right here.
We didn't watch a lot of TV, but we actually brought a TV from home anyway, because I remembered the way this one was set up. And we actually propped it up at the foot of our bed. So when we wanted to watch something like a Christmas movie or something, we just put our Blu-ray player up with that, and we watched it a lot closer. I think that TV was only turned on a time or two the whole week.
Yeah, not much.
But incidentally, there's 3 Gulf view rooms. The one next to us, this is 219. I guess that's 218.
We're in the middle.
It's exactly like this, but it's turned the opposite way. The beds are on that wall. I actually, since nobody was in it, I took the liberty of peeking in the window down here at 220. That's the one I'm going to try to get next time. Because it's set up just like this one, except the walls, instead of being painted, what would you call this?
Like a beige color.
Beige. They're like an aqua blue.
A very beachy color.
Yeah, I like that a lot better. And they have a big TV that's on the wall straight ahead in front of the bed. Where there's a painting on the wall here. And they have a much bigger TV in that room, and it's put in the right place. So other than that, they look identical. But I think for those 2 reasons alone, I'm going to try to get 220 next time. And we will come back here. We really like this place. It's easy access, walk across the street to the beach.
Oh, and I don't think we mentioned this. The beach access that you have over there is actually private for Tortuga, and they actually have chairs. I don't know if we mentioned that or not. So you have beach chairs.
Grab the key there. Go ahead.
So we've got beach chairs across the street, and in our closet here, I noticed there's an umbrella, and there's actually a little shell net I just noticed this morning so that we could have taken to the beach if you like to go shelling and stuff like that. So they actually have a few little extra things in here that most rooms do not.
I love to go shelling.
Some people do.
I know, some people do. I like to go hunt shark's teeth. So yeah, it is a private beach access for people at Tortuga. Now obviously anybody can walk up and down the beach, that's fine, but as far as the chairs and their use, there's a little, what would you call it, pavilion out there, I guess. One thing I like about this place is you still get a real room key. Now, I like that. I am not a fan of the new little plastic cards, because either you get to your room to check in and they don't work, or at some point the stay, one or both of them will quit working. So then you got to go to the office, do all that. This didn't quit working one time.
Yeah, and the door doesn't automatically lock behind you.
I like that. The door does not automatically lock. You can go back and forth hauling stuff in. You don't have to unlock it every time like you do at a lot of motels. I really like, I like getting a room key in my hand. I'm still a little bit old-fashioned like that. So here you get that. But overall, love this place. It's a beautiful island, beautiful area, beautiful place to stay, and it's actually very reasonable. I mentioned already, if you come at certain times, you get a night free. If you stay at least 3 nights, you can get a night free. So we paid for 4 nights and got the 5th night free. But all good things come to an end, and we're headed to Orlando. So anyway, Thank you for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe.
Give it a thumbs up and find and follow us on Facebook.
Have a wonderful and blessed day.